I'm Charlie Campbell. I'm captain of the Authors 11, a team of writers who play cricket, mostly quite badly, and I'm coming up with a list of my 11 favourite cricket books. There's a lot I've left out, there's also a lot I've yet to read, and I've got a mixture of non-fiction, I've got a few players' autobiographies, and starting with Simon Hughes's A Lot of Hard Yakka, which is a brilliant book about what it was like being a pro without being one of the best pros. It's gratifying to find out that professional cricketers are late for games too, and it's just a funny and heartfelt look at the professional game. The next book, 10, is a sort of curiosity. It's the Jubilee Book of Cricket. It was published over 100 years ago. It was authored by Prince Ranjit Singh, but mostly written by C.B. Fry. It's got some amazing illustrations. It's worth that alone. People in there delivery stride, but obviously you have to take 30 seconds for every photo, so they look unbelievably artificial. At number 9, we got a novel by P.G. Woodhouse, which is Smith in the City. Woodhouse was a member of the authors, a keen cricketer and fast bowler, and Smith in the City is all about a young man who has to abandon his desire to play cricket for a living and go and work in the city, and one day Middlesex are short a player and they call him up and he walks out of his job, and the rest is history. Number 8 is a book that I should declare an interest in the sense that I was involved in bringing it to publication, but it's Simon Jones's autobiography, Test, which was written with John Houghton, and it's just this incredible account of the 2005 Ashes and what it was like to burn so brilliantly for such a short time. And it's really a terrific book. Number 7 is Joseph O'Neill's Netherland, which is just a really, really wonderful novel set in New York, with a Dutchman, the main character. It's got this wonderful line about the pulmonary rhythm of the field, of how they walk in and then they walk out, and it really is. It's a really, really beautiful book. Number 6 is Shehan Karandlaka, Chinaman. It's another incredible novel, really amazing energy of the language, set in Sri Lanka, about this great lost player in Sri Lankan history. Then number 5 is one of the sort of the great works of amateur cricket. If you run or play for an amateur cricket team, it's Marcus Bertman's The Rain Men. The Rain Men are a truly, truly terrible, grumbling side, and most of them have no skills whatsoever. And it's just a very, very funny, warm book about spending all your Sundays with a bunch of people like that. At number 4 is another cricket autobiography. This is Mike Atherton. He wrote this one himself. I mean, as you would expect, as he does. It's brilliant columns, and it's called Opening Up, and it's a brilliant look at this incredibly sort of doughty and sometimes underappreciated cricketer who played at probably one of the hardest times for English cricket and always held his head high. Number 3 is Mike Brearley's The Art of Captaincy, which is the great book on captaincy, what it was like, how he won the Ashes in 1981 with Botham and Bob Willis, and how do you handle players like that. Number 2 is Gideon Haigh, who's possibly, along with John Houghton, the greatest writer writing about cricket today. I could recommend any of his books, but the one I was going to say, and his book on Shane Warne is really brilliant, but it was another spinner, mystery spinner, it's called, and it's about Jack Idison, who came from nowhere and bowled Australia to victory in the Ashes with spin that no one quite ever seen. You know, he just pioneered certain types of delivery, but because he didn't have this sort of pedigree in the game, he always lacked confidence in himself, and then he disappeared and he tragically committed suicide. It's a really, really great book. And then number 1 is the other great book, along with Marcus's, about amateur cricket, and it's Harry Thompson's Penguin Stop Play, about an amateur team who go and play on every single continent in the world in one journey, and the utter chaos of it. They're outmatched, and it opens with them playing cricket in Antarctica, and it's an incredibly passionate and moving and funny book.